Welcome back to Hannity. So Senator Dick Durbin is taking a lot of criticism for his race-baiting comment on the Senate floor earlier this week. Even NBC, well, it had to be a fill-in host, couldn't believe it. Watch this.
Yesterday, Senator Durbin threw a racially charged grenade into the debate over the president's nominee for Attorney General, Loretta Lynch.
Loretta Lynch, the first African-American woman nominated to be Attorney General, is asked to sit in the back of the bus when it comes to the Senate calendar. That is unfair. It's unjust. It is beneath the decorum and dignity of the United States Senate.
My question tonight, what the hell is Dick Durbin doing?
All right, here with reaction, Fox News contributors DeRoy Murdoch and Jason Riley. All right, you know, when Janice Rogers Brown, African-American woman, was up for the U.S. Circuit Court for the D.C. Circuit, she waited 684 days, and Dick Durbin voted against her, like he did Condoleezza Rice.
Yep.
What do you make of this?
Well, he filibustered against Janice Rogers Brown. She had to wait almost 2 years for a vote. And I don't remember anyone saying, well, it's because of white racism, you know, obviously bigotry. Imagine if the current Attorney General nominee were Alan Dershowitz and Republicans were delaying the vote. And Dick Durbin had gotten up and said something like, well, Republicans are putting through another Kristallnacht. Imagine the outrage. Imagine how horrified people would be if he made that sort of comment. I think people should be equally disgusted when he looks at something like this, has to bring in Rosa Parks, has to bring in the whole history of Jim Crow and segregation. That has nothing to do with this. There are specific policy reasons why Republicans are opposed to her nomination, and also there's a big delay involving a vote on an effort to stop overseas slavery, human trafficking.
Let's go to the issue of executive amnesty, which most conservatives believe is unconstitutional, unlawful, and the president overstepping his bounds. Watch what Loretta Lynch said about it.
Ms. Lynch, do you believe the executive action announced by President Obama on November 20th is legal and constitutional? Just yes or no?
As I've read the opinion, I do believe it is, Senator.
This is a legal issue at this point.
It is, and it's a serious one. Liberals believe only their motives can be pure, Sean. So liberal criticism of Condi Rice or Clarence Thomas is principled. But conservative criticism of Loretta Lynch is racist. It's a double standard. But it also highlights their obsession with race. Dick Durbin and company are obsessed with the color of this woman's skin. She is a symbol. She is a token for them that they want to use to bludgeon their political opponents.
Look, let's go through some of their history, because it gets very vicious over the years. Watch this.
In Texas, my father was killed. He was beaten, chained, and then dragged 3 miles to his death, all because he was black. So when Governor George W. Bush refused to support hate crimes legislation, it was like my father was killed all over again.
They are in favor of affirmative action if you can dunk the basketball or sink a three-point shot. But they're not in favor of it if you merely have the potential to be a leader in your community. Don't tell me we've got a colorblind society.
They're going to put you all back in chains.
An overwhelming portion of the intensely demonstrated animosity toward President Barack Obama is based on the fact that he is a black man.
This happens every election, and it seems to work. Does it work?
Well, I think what the Democrats are able to do is get black folks excited. We line up 95% and vote for Democrats. And then what happens, they say, thank you very much, turn their backs, and then they stand in the way of things like school choice. Dick Durbin actually defunded the D.C. voucher program. Fortunately, John Boehner and Senator Lieberman, who's now left the Senate, were able to put funding back in. He ought to be ashamed of that.
The left is obsessed with identity politics. They want to divvy us up by race and gender and so forth, and then play us against one another. They claim, as Al Gore did, that they want a colorblind society. That is the last thing they want. They want to drag race into our national discussions, keep it front and center. That's what they depend on to garner votes from their constituents.
Can the Republicans turn this around real quick, yes or no?
Yeah, what they need to do is go out in black neighborhoods, knock on doors, and ask for votes. Just go out there.
Rand Paul's doing that.
That's wonderful. You ought to keep it up.
That's exactly what they have to do. And go around the leadership, the NAACP, the Urban League types, go directly
to the people.
Go right to the people. Knock on doors, ask for votes.
I agree with you. And I think they need to go and ask. I agree with that. And explain what their policies are. All right.